Hey guys, what's going on? It's Tough Voice TV here. Back again with a live video. We are actually live tonight, um, which is quite nice. Ooh, here we go. Um, I'm trying to get used to this. So we are um, finna. The first time I'm actually using this um, seeing your thing, so I'm getting used to the feature and all that. Um, Obviously, we are talking about all things forest. Um, I've been asked already about Blaze Bay, what other players we linked with. Obviously, part usual players that we have been linked with Forest. There haven't been much more um, players that we have been linked, so that's been the a disappointing thing with Forest because we've not really been linked with many players, bar the usual Eva Anthony Taylor. Obviously, Colback joined Forest already. Um, we have practically looking like we are looking at what we died from Oxford. I think I got what we died. The tournament, not died. We are looking at a couple of players that funny, but with the usual on that list that Xavi Limici is looking at, we've not really been told much about others that are Forest are looking at and trying to get. I know apparently Loud here have been branded about quite a bit. Obviously, he has left Charlton, and it is being said that he is in touch with Forest. I know I said a couple of weeks that we weren't, but I think Loud here is one of them ones that we might go in for if we don't get our main targets. I've been asked by Beading and Blaze Bay. Anyway, how you doing, bro? I'm good. I hope you all well as well tonight. We are on Team Yard. As you can tell, I put the link in for you want to come on and actually have a chat with me live. I'm getting used to this. Steering me up. I never used it before. I've used it actually. I tell you, I've used it once when I went on to Newcastle Fan TV to have a chat with them. Johnson had John. Hope you are well. But talking about tonight's show about Forest, we are looking at probably racial Forest with strengthening. I mean, data comments coming in lower. Obviously, we got John Fox on a callback transfer. After a bit of thoughts about it, do think it is a sensible transfer deal that we have bought. Jack Colback back. He knows the club, he knows it, he knows the fan base, he knows the demands of the fan base. So I do feel like it is a very good transfer that we have bought him back from Newcastle. I mean, yeah, it's permanent transfer and that, but I do feel like that it will bring that championship experience as well. Don't get the one. I do feel like Ben Watson can still do the job at Forest, especially if we do set up quite defensive. I think like them two can work well. But I do feel like more now, especially if Ben Watson does want to go. Jack Colback is a bit of an upgrade from Ben Watson in a way as well because Ben Watson do offer a lot more in terms of picking the ball up and actually runs with it, where Ben Watson actually holds it and actually looks for that pass. So I do feel like Jack Colback could offer us a lot more different um, things than what um, Ben Watson do actually to be fair. So I do feel like it will be. Um, I do feel it will be. Funny, I'm getting another banner on. Um, 30 comments coming in as per usual. Please, Ray, what your thoughts on the away kit? I do actually like the away kit, actually, to be fair. It's something different from what we used to. Yeah, we have gone back to that blue and yellow that it is quite famous for. Obviously, back in Clifford days, but it's the sound is a lot more different from what we used to be fair, yeah. So I do feel like that, but I do hopefully that Forest don't do something daft like they did do with top of the wickets before. But I have actually talked to it. I mean, I probably take to it more when um the but when I see it a lot more closer. I mean, I seen the home kit today, and I actually talked to that quite more well when I seen it close up. So I think I do like the away kit, looking at it from electronic point of view. But do you think if I see it a lot more close up in terms of probably what they are now, I'd probably like it a lot more. So it'd be one of them ones where I do think that um I do feel like it probably will grow me a lot more when I do see it. BD, do play Fortnite if so, are you good? I haven't played Fortnite for a long while, but I do play the mobile from the mobile one, so it is a lot more different. Ooh, I'm trying to think. I'm getting this thing set up as well, so if you guys do want to come on, obviously you've seen the StreamYard link in the thingy. Want to come on after you say and have a bit of a chat, do so. The links is in the super chat, so we'd like a conversation as well, but obviously we are having a good chit chat, so keep your comments coming in as per usual. But I do feel like getting back on topic as well with obviously the transfers and that. Jack Colback is a sensible signing to Forest. I do feel like that. Um, so hopefully that we can get a lot more sensible ideas in terms of John Dio's expand on that, John, with Dio's um beating. I've been doing a Forest career on FIFA should have said. Depends what league you're in, to be fair, mate. But they're about on target with we will have Forest as well. I do feel like that Forest do need to strengthen a lot more, probably in the defence. Obviously, I always said if we get rid of Benny Lune and Herf, we do need another centre half in, especially with Michael Dawson, with its age and all that. I've been watching along with that. So I do think Ricky Dicky will be a perfect option for him. But obviously, he has got championship experience. Teams after him, man. Premier League teams. So I do feel like that. They do have a lot of. Here you go. I'm getting your comments up on the screen. That's so nice. I am actually getting used to that as well. They go beating to have it. And if you are in Premier League, yeah, go for Havertz. Think they shadow that about that. So that is the link for the affiliates in the chat. So want to come on and have a chat, you can do so. But I do feel like with Forest, I do think if Forest do something quite well. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about Tyler Water leaving this morning, saying that hosts of League One clubs are actually after him. I've apparently been Lincoln, Peterborough, Coventry, and a few others that have been interested in the striker. Obviously, I do feel like, yeah, fair enough about Tyler back just because we couldn't get a striker in, but sadly not really utilised him as much as I wanted him to do. It felt like that we just brought him back just to make the numbers up, and I do feel like Tyler. Yeah, fair enough. We want to stay here, but I do feel like that if it wants to go, then we need to actually try and start to make sure that we do utilise him more. If not, then if I was Tyler Walker, I'll actually leave and actually go to a club where I'll get regular first team football. So that will be me on Tyler Walker. So if just joining me, we are on the stream yard tonight. Obviously, super chats on as well. Obviously, getting daft comment here or there. Do you think we here you go, put it on the screen. Do you think we can stand favourite player like set is as he's been targeted? Wages, mate. That way, I do feel like wages will just let us down with, like I said, he will be wanting around 50, 60 grand a week, even 70, and Forest probably not afford it. I mean, I do wonder what Jack Tolbert's on to with Fernia and how much we are actually paying him to actually be out Forest. So I do wonder how much left to set will be finished, but I can't see him dropping down to the champion to the final this year. John, it's Matty Joe and Tyler leaving. Obviously Matty has said that he doesn't want to leave. He has said that to the Evening Post and Paul Taylor. Only reason I can finish Force do force his hand and actually tell him that look, we've got to cover our FFP. I've got really good big through and you have to leave. So I don't think Matty wants to go, and he probably have got a price tag on him. So it's mainly down to Forest Board now if they do that. If they do come out and say, yeah, we have to do it to balance the books, then fair enough. We do it the right way, not that Derby Counter, and actually do it where we have to get bank loan. But hopefully Forest do things the right way and actually keep players that want to be here. Joe Worrell, I probably don't think he would. Joe Worrell probably quite ambitious and actually will go if he gets the right money and all that. But I can't see him going. It just depends on his ambitions and actually if he does go, will he get the right money and probably want to play in the Premier League. That's my personal opinion, Joe Worrell, but he'll be enough for one way. I do think they won't let him go the right price tag and all that. And Tyler's at that age now, he probably knows that he can score goals in lower leagues. And if he's ambitious enough to get into that Championship League, he probably will want to go to get first in football if they feel like that, yeah, if we don't sign Lau Taylor, if we don't sign this, and this player, we'll try to get that chance in that Forest team where if it does drop down to League One with like Peterborough, Lincoln, Coventry and all that, we'll get that game time there where he can probably prove himself and actually for that. So that's my personal opinion on them three. I don't want none of them to go, but I'll probably see Tyler leaving more than anything if we do get the right strikers in for the club. Obviously, we've got a couple of people talking about FIFA ones, but going back on that question, that's probably my opinion on them three. I don't want neither of them to go, but I do feel like that. I just hope that we don't. I just hope that we don't do anything daft and actually let those go players where funny. Do get your comments coming in as per usual. John, I think Porter will go to a club in League One. I think a loan move will be good. I do feel like a loan move will be good for him. Don't get me wrong. I do think that. I just worry about him if he goes to another loan move, he scores another 15 goals, then in January Subby brings him back and he don't use him again. I mean, I do think it was the right move at January to bring him back, but end of season, I do think it was a very daft move to bring him back just because we never really used him or utilised him the way that we should have done because, I mean, the guy was full of confidence, he proved himself, and Martin, it just took him in the deep end like David Martin, and that's it, here you go, here's 45 minutes to go out and get a goal. So I do feel like that about Tyler tonight. And from back into the season, so I do wonder what will happen with Tyler, but it be one of them ones where I think if we're gonna use him, we've got to utilise him a lot more better than he did doing back into the season. So, but then we need to strengthen the strike force, didn't they? So that because Grabban's 32, yeah, he is a proven championship scorer, whereas Tyler probably not. Well, they're limited to a low championship club help him? Will that get him that experience that Sabri probably wants from him? He can prove himself in Championship. Will that help him? Um, but it will be a very interesting summer for Tyler, I do think, to be honest here. Because obviously it'd be a big one for him. Let's see if we've got any. Oh, no, not yet. Let me do this. I'm posting the link, so if you guys do want to come on and have a chat and get your opinions, the link is in the comment. Don't forget we have that super chat on as well. So that will always help the channel in a way that I can get a lot more, not the basic soon Lord like I've done on there. So OG Top Foss TV here, as per usual. Probably the longest one we've done in ages as well. John, do you think Martin will starting the games as far as possible? Bring all from Robin. I do think it depends on who we do bring in this summer, because I do think that the substitutes will go back down to 3. I do think 3 from 7. So I think I know me might do him good at Martin. I do think that, but if it does stay, I do feel like if he hit the ground running in pre-season, actually proves himself that he is worth to be in this team, I do feel like it will start. I don't think if Forest do get the players in that do, I can see him being the part as a part of a winger, just because of his raw pace and all that. But then if we do get wingers, could we go 4-4-2? Could we go with grabbing on Martin up front? Could we actually do this? Could we actually do that? So it depending on Sabri thoughts and what sort of players he can get in this summer. Where I know they always said that Sabri's quite rigid in his formations and actually he sticks to them. But I do feel like if we do get better players and all players that can utilise different formations, I do feel like that he will do and that I could see Martin's being on bench or coming on and making the change in a different formation, or if we do go from like 4-4-2, could we go to a 4-3-3 or like a diamond with Martin grabbing and probably only behind them two? Jordan, do you reckon Forest can win the league next year? It's the Championship. Anything can happen in the Championship. I think if we do have a good summer, make up for January, do get in some really good signings, I do feel like that we can actually go for the league. I do hope that they do stick behind Sabri, and hopefully Sabri have learned from his mistakes from this season. Just gone. I do feel like if he does, and actually we do have a good summer, I do reckon that we can actually push on and actually make a state for the league or even top 2. So it'd be one of them ones where I think, yeah, but the investment got to be right, and actually we got to get things right. So it'd be that sort of thing, if I'm being honest with you, Jordan. I don't know if you agree with that or not. And you guys that are watching, do comment if you agree with me. Thoughts on possible move for Drew Beveridge. If I remember right, it was that goalkeeper that we were linked right at the start of the thingy where Croatian goalkeeper. It depends on what Sabri's thinking. I do think if he's going to keep Jordan Smith and he is going to send George Shelby out on loan, then yeah, do it. Bring another goalkeeper and let them fight out for that number 1 spot. I do believe that. But I think if he has plans to keep George Shelby and having Jordan Smith as number 2, then no, I just don't think Forest should overlay themselves with players. I do think that it will be a very good signing to have around the squad for an experienced player and international player, but I just don't think it'd be that sort of person where it could be funny, but it could be a good person to have around the dressing room. So I do see where you're coming from on that completely. Also putting back that link there. But I totally agree with what you're saying on that one, if we're being honest with John. And it was actually a good question to refer. Obviously, going back to the transfers early on, who should we be going for on that? Who's on the list? It's a tricky one, but I know that we are having a couple of defenders, a couple of midfielders. Obviously, not one of them in already. A couple of windows on the striker. So it'd be one of them ones where if we've already got Cole back in, and if it does go for a couple of windows, could Martin be that sort of striker up front with if we do get another two strikers in, could he be part of that four striker things where he could swap it up Sabby if he needs to in game. So it's one of them ones where I do think it will be a very interesting one. What Sabby does do with his squad, but it's be another one where what would you do? So it's quite a good one question, and I think it'd be a quite good one in what it does. Imagine that now Forest got that first transfer, and I do feel like Forest will push on in terms of signings and all that now. So, and I don't think Forest will do anything daft. I mean, if we got Cole back in and they are looking for that sort of quality in terms of players, then Penny say it must be that sort of summer where if it for something like that, get rid after that, and that. So it does probably look like a very good summer, but who knows? But Forest got to act a lot more quicker this summer to get the players in like they have been, and not do another January, because I think if Forest have another January transfer thing, then I do feel like that will ruin them again. So yeah. 20 minutes. Yeah, this is probably the longest video I've done on YouTube as well tonight. So, we are doing good. But this is first time you're using StreamYard as well, so I'm getting used to the sort of things that we do use on StreamYard. Banners. But yeah, it's been a very good summer, I reckon. Hopefully we do get that couple more thingies in. But Mr. Door, hope you well. Big thumbs up from you. Hope you well, mate. Danny Santor, I'm in Tor, because I'm in my back garden, well, front garden, just having a bit of a chit chat, getting used to StreamYard. So it's been a very interesting one, as per usual. But yeah, I do think that Forest transfers this summer got to be spot on, and they've got to get the right signings and actually boost the squad, and yeah, get rid of the not dead most of the Deadpool, but get rid of players where sadly do think, yeah, we're not going to use them. We need the Rangers. We do need something out of them just to build the squad and actually push them on for Finny. So I think if they do that, then I do feel like that. Finny, keep up the chase you two, mate. I do feel like if Forest used this transfer in the varsity and used to in season one, I do feel like that Forest can actually finish. So hopefully Forest can actually do some good business if they can. But hopefully, we're not having another January where we've been in place at Diabaki and Bon and all that. So it will be that sort. But I do hope that the recruitment team as well do look at what has happened within the summer. In January, I think we're not having another summer transfer like that because it will just ruin Forest completely. And I do think that um, it will just it will probably cost us a lot more this season because clubs are actually improving the squads quite well. And if we get behind them, then it will just ruin Forest completely. So I do think that if Forest do get that them sort of signings in straight away, the clubs don't be like, oh right, Forest are taking it to the next level. So it'd be very interesting to say the least. So, but hopefully Forest don't allow it to cost us and actually not do it. So I'm going off in when it gets 30 minutes, my arm coming off it. Unless if we do that, a person wants to come on. So looking at it in the role as well. We got that person that wanted to come. Hey, Mr. Door.
Good on, Dan.
All right, you.
Good on, mate.
All right, you.
Yeah, keep up good work, man.
Yeah, you too. I do enjoy your content.
Pardon?
I do enjoy your content.
Yeah, keep up the good work, man.
You too.
Yeah, keep with is it every hour you put a video up.
No, at the minute I've been doing that 3 a day.
That's good, man. Keep it up, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd probably done 3 today just because of that no week yet.
Oh, okay, but yeah, just thought I'd come on and say keep the good work and be positive, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Up the red.
Up the reds. Oh, Mr. Dodge, come on. Obviously, always good. But yeah, I do feel like with Forest, video every hour. I don't do a video every hour, but I'd probably do it like 3. At most, I'd probably do 3 a day just to, just when things do happen, with things. But so, yeah, that just made me laugh. Do. But yeah, I do keep things to 3 a day just because I don't want to overload it with videos. But I do think that if Forest do something really good and actually get on it, then I do hope that we do have a better season. So, yeah. And actually, thank you for watching. This is the first time